hear us and see us and all that. That
That's
is,
crazy.
if I did everything correctly.
Let me refresh my page. Let me see if I can see the live stream.
See the light.
I have a notification. Let's see. See the stream.
Sweet.
Okay, see and hear.
I am.
Yep.
There we go. I am still up. There we go. And then let me sauce this over to...
Okay. I'm muting this chat. I can't take it.
I did say you probably need to mute it.
I appreciate their enthusiasm. I'm gonna mute it until I turn it back on. I appreciate their enthusiasm for the game, and I can agree.
Yeah, it's all good. Speaking of our enthusiasm for the game, the love of the game, if you will, I am...
Welcome back, everybody!
What's going on, guys? Son of a plus, come here, hop, lop, hip.
What?
Give it a hoo, bop, boop. I love that there's just random cobbled deep slate in my precious minerals chest because I probably thought it was like obsidian.
Yeah. That's common for you to get mixed up. Not you specifically.
Whoa!
That's not okay.
Whoa! Yikers! Yikeys! No, yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty small-brained.
Chat, she hates me.
Hates me. No, we're gonna leave. So right now I'm organizing the precious minerals that I have. And I'm gonna have to figure out a lot of this stuff later. I'm gonna have to do armor trims as well at some point. Something that's kind of fun that I've noticed while doing this organization stuff is how much space things actually take up. And
Yeah.
it's surprisingly not a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I have a separate double chest for, like, all the different materials. So it's, like, coal, iron, you know, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And it just doesn't actually... Yeah, I'll keep the shaders on for a bit. I was going to turn them off. It doesn't actually take up that much space compared to something like stone. Or compared to how it takes up all the space together. I'm going to need more gunpowder soon, I think, as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Hi, Jam.
Something I have learned in trying to organize a whole bunch of chests is that sometimes you have items that like repeat themselves in other chests, you know?
Yeah.
like you'll have a stack and a half of like let's just say like iron nuggets or whatever, right, in one chest, and then you're like, man, where did I leave these other iron nuggets? I just had them. And then like in another completely separate random spot there's like 16 more, and you're like, why the fuck are these over here, you know? So it's just, it gets annoying.
Absolutely.
I will be right back.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
I'm holding on.
No, not you. Not you.
Fear
Not you.
vision within me. I'm holding on. Refuse to quit no matter how heavy. It's dragging me down. This is it right now. I'll never let go of this family. Holding on. Just paranoid. What if this life is just not for me? I had to make a choice. For me, this is bigger than the universe. I know it's much more than just a game. For me, this is bigger than the universe. I know it's much more than just a game. Yeah, I drove myself crazy. I'm gonna walk this way. I'm gonna walk
Walk this way.
to the. We don't actually allow singing on the street.
What the hell? That's crazy.
I'm gonna go
I can't
get some
believe
gunpowder.
you would insult me like that.
Just keep your eyes to yourself on this bridge because the creepy guy's up ahead.
Pervert.
Pervert! Pervert! Yeah, it's pervert. It says on the thing. I'm pretty sure this is a different shader pack than the one we were using on that other world, but it's still got very, like, similar clouds.
Yeah, it looks like it. This, and this, and then this way. Boop, boop. Boop. Yep, that looks right.
I love that I've made a place to literally walk down here and I still don't do it. I just walk over the fucking thing. Even when I'm walking, I'm not using the path. What's going on, Potato? How you doing, Potato?
Hi, Potato.
We're working on the storage room, but I kind of ran out of rockets, so I'm walking back to Irontown, and then we might AFK for a little bit, depending. Because there might be gunpowder at the bottom, but I feel like there probably isn't. Pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm going to also check on the iron, because we still need 1 billion hoppers. Actually, sorry, 1,000,001,000 hopper.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But this thing has been pumping for like literal days. I don't know what's happened, but it's been working. It hasn't actually ever it used to break every so often. Now it doesn't break. So got another like
what?
2/3 of a shulker. Still living off the high of pulling that card. Yeah. Dude, that card's so sick. Do you know how much it is? Like, is it an expensive card? I imagine
What card did he pull?
If my memory serves me correctly, it's a Mastamon card from Digimon. Mastamon's like this Digimon fusion between Angelmon and Lady Devimon. And it's like this half angel, half demon kind of looking lady. Around 350 to 400 pounds. I'm gonna assume that's pounds, or is that euros?
That looks like euros.
Euros? I'm not well versed. I think I double check that this is actually working, but that is insane.
450 on the high end. Euros to dollars. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's an expensive card then.
Jesus. Euros to Canadian. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's probably my mortgage right there.
Do you want to know what it is in Canadian?
Yeah, sure.
$719.
That's 200 off a
Oh
Switch, basically. A
my
Switch 2.
god.
That is nuts. I don't know what any of my... what is the website? TCG Player, that's what I should look for. Because that usually has good ones. There's like, I know... I have a Mastamon card, but I don't think it's definitely not as expensive as yours. Or maybe I don't. No, I have this one. I'm pretty sure. Is mine like $3? Mine's a $1 card. Look, I got a Mastamon card. It's like $1. That's crazy, yeah. And then that's the one that Kato pulled. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at it. That's crazy. That is nuts. And Mastamon, like, that's a cool Digimon to get. Like, you know, I feel like there's a lot of ones where it's like, you know, like special illustration Agumon or something like that. And it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. It's Agumon, it's fun. But then it's like getting like Mastamon is just like a cool Digimon and a really cool card. Like it's better when you get something that's actually like, I don't know. Not to say that Agumon isn't cool. It's like getting a fucking like Greedent card in Pokemon versus like a Giratina. It's like, yeah, a Giratina card's gotta look like Greedent. I do have a bet. Yeah, I'm gonna drop them. Skip through this night. I think this is gonna be the first night I fully sleep through in like multiple hours of gameplay. Because of how much time I've spent just underground. I'll fly over here and hopefully despawn them.
Phantom's Wish.
Speaking of Digimon, I really need to get back into playing Digimon Time Strangers. I just like literally have no time to record anymore. Like it's either I am working, streaming, playing games with friends, which I guess is not a necessity, but I do it anyways. And then like editing. I did record someday. I think it's really I just gotta like get a better sleep schedule going, and then I'll be set. Cause like once I get that, I should be a little bit more available for myself. The only thing with Digimon Time Strangers right now is I've been talking to a friend and he's been like, I mean, he's like the devil on my shoulder, right? But he's trying to get me to play the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC that I have. It's like a smaller story, extra part of the game. And he's like, you should play that one like soonish, because like it's really good. And I've been expressing wanting to play Xenoblade 2 again, and he's like, you need to play it before Xenoblade 2. So I'm kind of like, I think I'll start that, maybe? Yeah, I need more bread. I think I'm gonna start that first, but then I'm also working on an Odd Sprouts video that I haven't really had the time to record because I also got sick. The moment I was like, okay, I have this plan and I'm gonna record all this stuff, I get fucking sick. So, I think my goal for like recording stuff is gonna be get the Odd Sprouts video done first, then start recording maybe the Xenoblade stuff, because that shouldn't take too long. Like, it'll maybe be like 20 hours, but it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. And then, but you know me, so like 20 hours, add like 15 to that, so like 35. And then get back into Digimon. Not that I wanted to stop playing Digimon, I feel like I did end Digimon off at like a really good spot though, because we're like right at the point where we enter the digital world, so we don't have to worry about anything in the overworld, or the human world. And then also, Potato brought this up like forever ago, but was saying that the positive side of not playing the game immediately is I'll get to play with all the DLC in my playthrough. Because they're adding DLC Digimon, which I've seen a couple, but I haven't seen all of them, and a couple of them look pretty cool. The only negative side of it is I feel like I missed all of the hype for it, which I don't care about, like, that for views, but it's like, I just like being in, like, the culture of that. Like, you know, like, when Thunderbolts came out, I know it wasn't, like, the most beloved movie, you know, necessarily, but I love it. And just being around a bunch of people that were hyped about it when it came out was, like, that was, like, such a fun feeling. Playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet when it first came out with friends was, like, is the best time I've ever played, like the best experience I've ever had playing Pokemon was when everybody was playing the game, so I kind of missed that part of the boat, unfortunately. What's up, burning lava?
Hi, lava.
Howdy you doing?
You need like little buttons that you can press for your stream whenever like people come in, because you always say people's names like uniquely whenever they come in. Like Tyranno has like things that people can redeem that are based on certain people, and those people, like, anybody can redeem them, obviously, but I just think it would be funny, like, oh shit, it's lava, and then just hear a soundbite of you going la 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 lava. Like,
I mean, could potentially do that. I'm also, this is something I kind of want to talk about with people in my chat. Twitch has made it so it is no longer legal to have shared chat anymore. So like
what?
before, Twitch was like, you can't, if you stream on YouTube, you cannot mix Twitch and YouTube stream together. That is a bannable offense.
Why? What the
because
fuck?
they were dumb and stupid. I think it was because they don't want you to like advertise other streams. I don't know. Anyways, they've since removed that, so now you don't have to worry about that, and you can dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. And so I'm considering now dual streaming everything. I don't know if people are interested in that. I also don't know if my like shit can keep up with that. So we'll see. But I was kind of thinking like maybe now instead of doing like YouTube streams, Minecraft or YouTube Twitch streams, we just have both set up. Been good playing Minecraft. Played a server that recreates one of Minecraft console edition minigames on PC. That's really cool. Digimon Beat Break's been going crazy recently. I really need to watch Beat Break so bad. I needed to watch Ghost Game so bad, but fucking Ghost Game came out, or I don't even think it was when Ghost Game came out, but there was a Digimon show that came out. I think it was the remake of Digimon Adventures came out, and I said, oh my god, I want to watch that. But because my brain does not function on the same capacity as a normal human being, I was like, I should watch every Digimon show before watching the latest one. And so I watched Digimon Adventures, Adventures 02, Tamers, and then I think Frontier was the next one. And I got to Frontier, and I stopped watching midway through Frontier, and I just haven't gone back to it. And then I keep seeing Ghost Game, and I'm like, oh, Ghost Game looked cool. I want to watch that. And then I never watched it because I was like, but if I want to watch it, I gotta go through everything else. And so I need to just sit down and watch Beat Break when I have the chance to, and then I need to sit down and enjoy Ghost Game at some point. But yeah, it seems like Digimon has been going wild this year and last year, so I am so hyped for it. I'm excited for more Digimon games. I kind of want another Digimon World game to come out, because I want to see what they would do with Digimon World in, like, concepts, because I feel like they've really just refined their style a lot. So I'd like a more, how does it say, like, user-friendly, quality of life style Worlds game. Digimon is a series I'm gonna need to tie down and get Shmeeps into, unfortunately, for Shmeeps. He doesn't even know what's going on. He doesn't even know where Devious Plant chat. She's not here. Shmeeps, what did you do?
When did you get here? You know, when I felt like it, to be honest.
When I felt like. We're bouncing all over the place, but if I do the dual streams, it will basically make my VOD channel obsolete for the most part, other than the VODs that it already has, so it could be alright to do that. But then also, this is another thing, and I never cared about views ever, but people do say that you shouldn't stream, which I'm doing exactly what people say I shouldn't do, but you shouldn't stream on YouTube when you upload a video, because it, like, completely tanks your, like, searchability or something like that on YouTube. Like, the algorithm fucks with it because you upload, like, the live stream is like uploading a long video or something, and long videos, they hate that now, or something. I don't remember. Every time I try to think about the algorithm, my brain hurts and my nose starts bleeding, so I don't think about it too much. But yeah, that's what I hear. So I don't know if it's a good idea to have, like, 4 streams on YouTube a week. Don't despawn bread. I do laugh a little bit working on the storage room because I've been playing on a modded world recently. And just with the sheer amount of items you get in, like, modded Minecraft, it's so overwhelming. Like, immediately you have, like, 50 chests that are just filled to the brink of random garbage. And then I come back into this Minecraft world and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm so overwhelmed with all the random garbage I need to sort. And then it's like 3 blocks. I need to...
Yeah, I get it.
We'll probably get Digimon Alcyon soon now that Liberators is ending. I don't even know what that is, dude. I'm so out of it. I haven't been in the Digimon sphere in years, man. Not years, and, like, literally, like, maybe 4 months. It's been decades. 4 months in Digimon lifespan is like 80 billion years. Especially when we're having like a fucking revolution, like industrial revolution of Digimon. It's the online TCG. Oh, I do know what you're talking about. I just didn't know what it was called. The online TCG would be fun. And you love sorting your items? Well, if you love sorting your items, I don't know how much you know about what the hell's going on here, Potato, but we got a storage room that we're setting up. What am I even doing? What am I doing? I need to... I'm gonna collect some more stuff. We got a big-ass storage system that we're setting up right now. Don't need these. I don't want copper blocks. Because copper blocks are going to be sorted into something separate. Like, copper itself will go into its own chest. Because there's, like, 40 billion versions of copper blocks. I'm not putting them all in one chest. I'm putting them in their own, like, area. We might need to, like, also sort items into blocks that are not like this coal. If one of these chests fills up, I'm going to make a whole, like, separate 9 chests for these stuff, just because I'm like, that's proof to me the power of these items. And I'm pretty sure coal is going to take up a full chest. We have enough of these. I'm going to need this iron golem to not hit me. My ass storage system. An ass storage system. Yes. We store asses. You love manually sorting items? That is fair. I like it to an extent. I just hate how much time I spend on it. I need to drop these spider eyes somewhere because I've had them in my inventory for so long, and I just noticed that they were here. Hi, Jam. Yeah, like, look at how much coal. A lot of this coal is repurposed from when I... Let me organize myself a little bit. A lot of the coal is reorganized or repurposed from when I was going to make this tower that we're currently under, the Thunderbolts Tower. I was going to make it... Let's do this. I was going to make it out of coal blocks. And then, after spending hours grinding coal and hours building the stuff, I realized that was really dumb. That was a really stupid decision of mine. Purchase the Lego Eevee set? Nice. I hope it's good, man. I hope, like, the Legos are at least fun. I forgot the shulker over here. I mean, like, of course they're gonna be fun. They're Legos, but... I think there's a world where we probably... Let me go... This is probably a world where we want to fill up 2 double chests of this item, so I'm gonna start doing that. Here. I only have 1 deep slate, so that's where the deep slate's gonna show up for there. For that specific ore. Everything but the rock. Bread. Bread is, in fact, not a precious material. Though some bakers may try to make that. Pretty sure this is that. I only have 1 deep slate emerald, so. Pick this up. I'm gonna keep opening it. Gold blocks. Set up this lapis here. Nope. Here. Nope. I'm blind. Here. Iron. Gold. And then redstone. I keep picking up the redstone by accident. I don't need the redstone. That's stupid. We are kind of at a certain point where we might not need... Okay. I feel like we're at this point where we might be able to just clear... I mean... Yes and no. We're gonna have to clear out something. But I think we can start just collecting items and start bringing them to the system, and now let the system rush that light was a paid actor. Holy crap. This light looks crazy from here. I get like
that is gorgeous.
Sick shot, like a blocking out the. Oh wait, dude! If I can get the sun through the hole, okay. This is my new objective in life. That kind of looks sick. I wish I was a little closer though. Can I get it like? Well, I'm really close to it. Yeah, I don't think I can.
There's always tomorrow.
These shaders are a paid fucking actor. We're gonna just literally clear this stuff. So a lot of this stuff actually doesn't have a spot to be sorted. Before we start doing this absolute nonsense. No, let's just do the nonsense. Because it will, I mean, at some point it could like mess up and horribly break many different things, but on other points, like, it's a proof of concept that we know what we're doing. So. I also need this to go in here. Okay. Where are we? Take that right. Alright. Alright, let's see if this works, because it should. The precious carbs, nice. You know Eevee's the best set for the price? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can fully agree with you on that one. Okay, chat, let's test it out. A lot of these items aren't in the system. So, they technically really shouldn't be sorted. Something I would like to set up with in my Minecraft world, I talked about making a door that is controlled by copper golems, where you like put a key, the copper golem takes the key and then opens the door for you. But I think a lot of fun ideas would be making shops with copper golems, where you like, say I need like a fish cooked. You put like raw fish into a chest, it takes it, puts into another chest, that gets put into like a smoker, cooks it, and then it brings me the product. I think would be kind of fun.
Somebody did that on Hermitcraft, but with like they sold copper golems, so they like put diamonds in a chest. The copper golem went and got the diamonds, put those in a chest,
Okay.
and then it, the system in the back end put copper golems in a chest on the opposite side of the room. He got them and then put them in the closest chest, which was the come pick up your shit chest.
Okay.
I think it was
Exuma?
XP
XP?
or Exuma. One of the like
Potato
older
just said
Hermitcraft
Exuma, so
members.
if it's wrong, blame Potato. Blame Potato forever.
He's probably right, to be honest. But I thought that was neat, and that might be what you're looking for.
Okay, so as you guys can see, we're getting some copper brought into this chest already. So this thing's gonna collect any of the any of the hopper. There's some diamond ore that these guys have already picked up. So that diamond ore should get sorted in the actual chests at some point. Now I just need to see them drop it in this chest. Okay, so what are they dropping in this chest first? Dropping the deep slate diamond ore. Then deep slate diamond ore is gonna get picked up by this. They already also got some oxidized copper in there, so that's gonna get picked up. It's getting passed down here. So let's see if anything's made it this far yet. No. So things are gonna get passed down to this point. I apparently put away all my bread. Let's just go grab that then. He did his whole copper golem. He did his whole copper golem arc. Nice. Copper golems are super fun and actually genuinely very helpful. So it's very cool to see people, because I know I have not kept up on Hermitcraft. You know me, I'm terrible at everything I do. But
No.
but Green had his whole, like, he wanted to do stuff with copper golems. That was probably my favorite thing, like, ever, because he was doing, like, the pumpkin and melon farm, and he's, like, trying to
Mm-hmm.
sort them right, and I remember me and Schmeeks...
Redstone with beat
Yeah,
ups.
we sat down and, like, we watched it, and they did the redstone with beat-ups, but I felt really proud of myself, because you and I don't know if you remember this, Schmeeks, but you and I, we looked at that for, like, fucking forever, and I kind of found a solution. I don't know if I've, like, fully did it, but I'm like, I remember looking through everything and, like, finding a solution to Green's issue. Let's see.
I don't remember. I think you might have, but
It was just like a different way of doing it.
I'm stupid, so you know.
No. Okay, let's see. We have... I don't even know. Okay. Yeah, so this is... What are we looking at? What am I looking at? Ah, I see. This is what... This is not connected yet, which is fine. As we just connect it like this. There it goes.
Oh no.
Okay, so they're taking now the diamond ore. There's no diamond ore in these chests. They could put them, they will put them in these chests here. So actually, I'm gonna take some, like, deep slate. Let me take some deep slate and just start putting it in some of these chests that don't have things, so that it's not being filled with stuff that's not theirs. These chests don't have anything yet. And then these chests don't have anything yet. Yep. Alright, so they're taking... This guy's got passed over the diamond ore. There's not going to be any diamond ore that should be there. And so then these guys will get past it soon. And they only have armor in these slots, so they're not going to get it. And then I actually have it set up here as well to connect to these, but these don't have any filters. So theoretically, if I understand how this works, anything overflow should just go into that first chest there. Let's see what we're looking at. A lot of copper making it to this point. Oh, that's also not connected. That's pretty important. Glad we're testing this out now. And that's connected, so this will now set up. I don't actually know if these are connected with hoppers yet either, actually, on this side. That probably should be enough. Hoppers. Same. Let's see. That's connected, that's connected, that's connected. They are connected. So this should start getting stuff soon. This chest should start getting things. Let's see. There we go. They put some oxidized copper in here. That's going to start heading out, and that's going to hit that side soon, which it has. So they have the waxed oxidized copper. And then it should pass the ores here, so the ore will end up in here. And then anything else, which is the wax oxidized copper, should at some point end here in what will soon be the, or what will later be the calcite. So yeah, it's basically working. Let's start pumping more things that they don't... Oh, there's my bread! Oh, that's what happened to my bread.
Did you put it in the system?
I put it in my shulker, and then now it's getting... half of it's getting funneled into the system now.
That's really funny.
Boop, boop. I think my favorite thing is that I made in this entire system is just the shulker return system with the copper golems, because this was something that I thought of by myself. Didn't look up. It's because it's bad, is why it is cool. It's because I thought of it. It's not very efficient, but I like it. I know there's so many other ways you could do this, but I was like, this seems like a cool way to do it. Have a copper golems filter out the shulker boxes, and so I like it. Has anything made it over here?
No.
This can't be open. That's probably important.
Oh, okay.
But Chad, it's working! And then so theoretically, we don't have it set up yet, but theoretically, once this is all set up, it's going to go all the way down here. We're going to turn right here, go down this way, turn here, go down this way, turn here, turn here, and boom. That's going to be the end. So we have like more than half of what the system is right now set up. Alright, the copper is getting funneled out finally. Finally reached the end of its life cycle, and it's going to end up here, which is not its final home. But I am 100% making some kind of slime farm in these chunks as well, because there are so many slimes that spawn here. Ugh. This is so fun. I can just chuck things in and I don't have to worry about them. Like, again, it's not the most efficient thing in the world, but when has that ever been my priority, you know? The only thing that would make this better is if there was some way for me to search for blocks when I'm like, I need calcite. Fill in the thing, export a shulker of calcite, but then that's getting etho level of smart, and I am not smarter than etho.
None of us are smarter than Etho.
The only problem, or the only thing that would be a problem, is if for some reason this chest starts getting blocks or items that are not supposed to be there, like if like amethyst gets put through or something. I do need to think of some ideas for other chests here, because there's this chest here. This is the tools chest area. There's two tools, or actually this is weapons, which I think this is going to end up being spears, and this one's going to end up being what we do with the maces. But do I need a full double chest? Eh. And then there's a lot of in this armor thing, and there's a couple. I think it's one actually in here for the tools. So I might do shears for this one. I do need to be careful though, because deep slate is over here. We don't want... I put deep slate as like a temporary block inside those things, and we don't actually want deep slate getting filtered into them. This should be... Yeah, we'll do shears. Not that I'm gonna have a billion shears, but... And this only gets really crazy when the system's actually on. Everything else, it's kind of quiet. We'll leave them be. Alright. So we have... I'm trying to think. And if you guys have suggestions, please let me know. We have 2 weapons chests left, which I think are going to be spears and maces. Then we have... we have 5 chests next to the armors, which I think one of them should be the armor trims. So we kind of have 4 next to the armor. So we got to think of, like, what are blocks that we want in this sort of, like, place? Because this room is supposed to be, like, important blocks, like, or items. Like the precious materials, tools, weapons, etc. I'm thinking maybe... So we have those 2. I'm thinking maybe here is where we put the redstone stuff. So maybe we start organizing redstone. Start organizing the different blocks of redstone that we need. I don't know why I put that down. Lodestones. Lodestones is not a bad idea, actually. That is a genuinely very good idea. If I were to store lodestones, which again is not a bad idea, and I think I will put lodestones somewhere. I'm thinking I'm gonna load them with compasses. I'll store them with compasses. But that's not even a block that I considered doing it. Mainly because I have a lot of lodestones, so I'll just take one of them. I have kind of a bit of lodestones in here. I do want to do something with enchanted books, but I kind of want to do a library instead of just storing them. So we have a lot of enchanted books in here. Okay, let's get our redstone stuff going. So these... It's either redstone or I put, like, mob drops next to that stuff. It's either redstone or mob drops, but I can put mob drops in another area as well. It's either that or food. Do we do food? Actually? Instead of redstone, do we do food as the important items? I'm trying to think of, like... I very rarely need for things. I'm constantly carrying everything on me.
You know, one way you could consider thinking about it is put yourself in the mindset of like obviously this isn't going to happen, but
Okay.
if you die, right? Obviously, I know this is your hardcore world, but if you die,
Okay.
right, and you're like, I just need quick, like, go get my stuff and then come back, right? Like, those are probably things you want access to, like, whatever those first things are. So, like, basic tools, which you have a tool section, You're probably going to want some miner food, torches, maybe your elytra, you know, if you want to get there quickly, rockets, like, you know, stuff like that. That's the way I would look at it.
Then I would
If
probably
it were me.
do food, because I hear you, but for things such as elytras and rockets,
Mm-hmm.
those I'm never gonna look for them because I'll have them on me. Like, I'm never storing rockets in a chest ever. I will always have them in my shulker. Unless I made like an automatic rockets farm or something. Elytras I'm
Yeah.
always gonna have on me, which I mean could become a detriment to myself because I could forget to pick up an elytra or something, but that's something neither here nor there. So I do think food could be a good shout though. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that sounded like a fucking knock, and I have no idea where they would have knocked. That scared the shit out of me. Alright. I think I'm gonna go foods. Kelp is not gonna be stored with the foods, because I'm pretty sure I have a kelp. If I'm eating kelp, I should uninstall the world, is basically my issue. If that becomes a food source that I need, like, I have it in a separate thing anyways, but, like, that's in the food chest, that's an issue. Sea pickles, ugh, triggered. Took you a sec, huh?
What the hell?
Took you a sec, huh? It's nutritious. I mean, yeah, kelp is probably pretty nutritious, but glowberries. I still think glowberries should make you glow if you eat them. I'll die on that hill. Food is like another chest that I feel like is kind of unnecessary to an extent, but I'm also thinking about this. I'm thinking of adding farms under my base that will be automatic, that will feed into the system and get organized automatically. So I'm thinking if I make like a chest to organize food, then we can do that. Honestly, this doesn't... It's only 2 shulker boxes of all the food that I own, not including kelp. So maybe we do start organizing redstone. So maybe, because maybe we do 2 double chests for food, and then we do the 9 for the redstone on that side. Because I do think I would go in, because my mentality is like similar to what Shmeeps is saying, where it's like you die, quote unquote, and you need, like, what's the first thing you're grabbing? For me, it's like I come home to build a project. What's the first thing I'm gonna need? Or what's the important thing? It's like, I'm gonna probably have to go for redstone. Like, I'm gonna need to know where redstone is. So, I think that that's a good plan. We do also have a shulker box of raw cod that you know what, I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna take it and bring it. The cool thing about copper golems as well is you can sort of like sort things. Like if you had a food chest, you could like sort it where the food gets cooked. You know, like if they open the chest and it's like, oh, it's an uncooked, you know, we need to cook it. If it's cooked, just put it in the chest. Very quiet in here. It looks like they might be done. Never mind. I'm gonna put copper bulbs in the redstone chest instead of like the copper stuff. That just makes more sense to me. But let's organize the food first. I think I'll put the food in two chests on this side next to the armor. We maybe should do like animal product chest versus food chest, but I don't know if we're gonna get that crazy into it. We'll see. Might even do 3 chests for food, honestly. This is the raw cod chest, just for raw cod. Okay. Definitely have a chest for rails. Always using rails. And then I think Skulk needs to be its own chest for redstone related things. The Skulk has so many different variants. I don't think trapdoors are actually going to be put into here because we have a place for trapdoors. At least the wood trapdoors, because this is spruce. Spruce should be down here. Keep that. Yeah, I think I'll just load up some of these chests. Just a variety of redstone related things. And then we can organize them as well, because we do just need regular redstone on top of that in there. And redstone ore as well. Literally telling them to put the fries in the bag. Exactly. Great way to put it. Now I need to make a custom copper golem like skin that's just them in a little like McDonald's outfit with like a little hat. I should have put this light dye in the system. That was what I was thinking. Let's see. What else do we have here? I don't think I have a chest for buttons. I'm pretty sure buttons are own thing. Vector rail. Oh man, guys. It's starting to get hard to sort all this stuff because we don't have stuff to sort. We're sorting so many of it. We've already sorted all of it. The other real question is do we excavate all of the chests out of my house, or do we keep those in for historical purposes?
I missed the question. I'm sorry.
Do we destroy all the chests in my house after we're done clearing everything, or do we keep them for historical purposes?
I think that's your call. I think if you destroy them, you're not gonna know how to function. It's gonna be weird walking into that room.
The weird thing about it is, it's gonna be weird because I don't think I'm gonna use that room anymore. I don't think I'm gonna
Yeah,
go there anymore.
because why do you need the villagers?
Like that. Well, I guess that's the only reason I would go in is for the villagers. But like, other than that, I'm just flying down to here and like This is gonna be my new workshop area. Put a museum sign in front of them. Honestly, I've considered, because we are making a museum, or we're making a larger museum. We have a museum, but we're making a larger museum. And I've considered, like, taking screenshots in Minecraft and then converting them into pixel art, and then being like, historical day, this happened. We have, like, a picture of it. Ugh. I don't know if I will. It sucks so much because the house, my original workshop house, I made a plan like last year to add additions to it every year. And so I'm like, if I'm moving out of it, do I really need it to have additions anymore? Like, do I need to work on stuff like that? And so now I'm like, I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make a way that the Thunderbolts Tower and this tower connect. Not directly like a big bridge or something, but some way they connect, and then it's gonna count as like connecting it. And now I'm like, I don't even know if I can do that or if I want to do that. Like, look at this chat. Like, look at all this stuff. Just nothing. Another thing we gotta sort at some point is potions and potion materials. The one thing that I did want to do with maybe potions might be a thing that I want in that room. So here's the thing with what I have set up right now is I've designed that small room so that we can expand it over time, like make it longer. Because I feel like potions could be a fun thing, though I could put them in a separate room, I guess. I don't know. That we might have to leave for now. Then there's this stuff that we still have to sort through. This stuff. Okay, I think my next shot, the next goal I'm gonna have, is I think I'm gonna try and set up the the start working towards making item filters for the other chests that we have connected to the system but don't have them filtering items. I think that's my next goal. Because once we get that set up, like the more we set up, the easier this will be because we just filter everything through it, and then once everything's filtered, we can see what's not getting filtered, and then we put that where we need them, if we need them anywhere else. Because there's some blocks, like I said, that don't need to be filtered. Is there a way in here that I'm not seeing? No, but we can do it here. Okay. And then let's not break this netherite pick. I'm pretty sure this goes... Pretty sure this goes... Comparator is here. And then 2 redstone. And then go 1 down. Oh, man. It feels so weird with how much this is gonna change everything in my world, and it feels super weird that, like, it's already almost done. We still got quite a bit. Like, I shouldn't be, like, celebrating, but I feel like we're so close to this being done.
It's when you're in like the home stretch and you're just like, you know what? It's basically done.
Basically done. Why do I even care anymore? You know what? Actually, I'm just not gonna finish it.
That's crazy. I won't let you do that. That's not allowed.
Senioritis, yeah. Dude, I got, like, really big senioritis
True.
in high school, but it was
Oh
not...
my god, same.
It was not, I feel like, what people usually, like, describe as senioritis. I was more like, why the fuck am I here? I was like, why am I even here anymore? I was like, I was just like, I'm so fucking done with it. Everybody's like, there's so many people that are like, oh, it's almost over, and so they don't try anymore. It's like, no, I was like, just getting pissed that I'm like, why the fuck is this still going on? I want it to be over.
I very much, because in my last like semester for my senior year, because I transitioned like partway through school, my school said that my basics weren't done.
Oof.
Which is like not true. It wasn't true. They just didn't convert over because it was a completely different state. And so they were like, you have to do like your state studies and like a smaller course and this and that. And so I was just like, by the time I'd made it to the end of my senior year, all of it, because they were basic courses, I was lumped in with freshmen and they were really fucking easy. So I was done and still technically had to show up for attendance purposes because if I didn't show up with a certain percentage of attendance, I couldn't graduate. Even though I was an honors kid. I was graduating with honors. I was 74th in my whole class. The first 100 got honors. So my senioritis was, why am I still here? I'm done. Even my teachers were like, I don't know, just get on your phone, I guess.
That's funny. Why the hell do I have to be in a class where I'm doing nothing? Exactly.
Exactly.
Absolutely, yeah. It was just like, I remember though, it was really funny because a lot of the teachers kind of knew me as like this very polite kid. And then I'm just like, in these classes, and I'm just like, why the fuck am I here? And my teacher's like, excuse me? And I'm like, sorry. I'm sorry. And they're like, don't swear in school. I'm like, yeah.
Memsy just texted me, "Do you want to play Stardew?" Tell her, Shane and I are live on his YouTube channel at the moment. And she goes, okay. Oh, man.
My mom texted me that my grandma needs my help. Why the fuck am I here?
What the fuck am I here?
The worst part, I
Anyway,
feel
fuck
like...
high school.
Fuck high school. The worst part about setting up all this is just getting the comparators, because of
Oh
getting
yeah, comparators are expensive.
the nether quartz. So this is, we go 2 blocks, we go 1 down. Yeah. So, just so I can... This isn't even, what am I doing? Also, how's it going, Plez, if I didn't say it? I had a teacher who didn't care about his job by the time I had him, so he was in the convos about fucking pointlessness of being in this class. That's funny. The inventory is so big. Yeah, I'm making a system right now, Mems. How's it going? Hi, Mems.
Hi, Mems.
Mems is like, where the fuck are you? We're playing Stardew!
We're playing Stardew! Stardew Valley!
Is this even where I swear to God, I just looked. Yeah, I always need to draw the system, because it's like, you have the block, that's the comparator. And then you have another block and another block. And I'm pretty sure under this block is the repeater. And then we have a block here. And then we have a block here and then here.
Plus, what are you playing? I don't know that acronym.
Anyway, let me double check what I'm here.
While he's doing the math on his inventory.
Ooh. This break.
Oh, Dark Souls 3.
Down.
Got it.
Dark Souls 3. Isn't that like the best Dark Souls or something?
I have no idea. I don't play Dark Souls.
Dark Souls 3 is either the worst Dark Souls or the best one, because it's the only one I hear people talk about. Stardew.
Stardew.
Okay.
Get on the farm. I know you're doing chores, but do chores in a different format.
Right now, still putting DS1 above 3. That is fair. I've never played any Dark Souls games, so I legitimately do not know. But I just know it might be one of those ones that like someone told me it was their favorite or something. I don't remember. 1, 3, 2. I feel like, is Dark Souls 2 the one like that people just generally don't like? It's a common fave? Oh. Damn. Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Why? DS2 is the bastard child.
Okay.
What a description.
The redheaded stepchild.
Oh, man. I need to get some food.
Yes, you do,
food
ma'am.
in me.
You gotta get a food in the oven.
I gotta figure out something. Let me go figure out some dinner.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Is arguably the worst Dark Souls game. Okay, maybe that's the one that I know. I always try to save, like, a lot of the ore I pick up in Minecraft, because I always think, like, what if I want to add ore to a build, right? Like, what if I want to make a diamond cave or something? So I, like, once I, like, stopped needing to get diamonds, I was like, I'll just save the ore. I have done exactly 0 builds that have required ore, so this is just another proof of my hoarding issue. Things. And then this is 1 block under this, and then we need to mine out all that. And then that should be set. The only, like, it has probably some of the worst features. They decided to add, like, HP lowering items. You die till it maxes out at 50%. At the start of the game, you only have 4 iframes in dodge rolls, and the only way to increase it is by leveling a stat. Oh, that's not good. I feel like, is that the only one that does, like, the iframe, I was an eye roll, the iframe rolling linked to a stat, or is there other games that do that? Because I feel like that is, like, a big no for me. Like, the idea for rolling, and you don't have to answer my questions if you're, like, in the middle of your fight and you just want to enjoy your time, but, like, I just don't like the idea of having something so integral to Dark Souls, like rolling, being linked to a stat. Like, I feel like that sucks, because then it's, you now have to, like, implement it into something that you've never had, like, you have to invest into something you've never had to invest in any other game before, and then also, it's sort of like, can maybe, if depending on how crazy it can get, it can make you feel like stupid, because it's like, why wouldn't I just invest in being able to dodge infinitely, you know? Okay, let's see what blocks or items haven't been sorted fully yet, because I think deep slate, redstone, and redstone, we have a place for it. We have some areas that we now have places for it, like the redstone can go here. Armor trims will go here. I'm pretty sure armor trims are set up in the sense that it's not, how should I put this? It's not like if they see one armor trim, they will put all the other armor trims. It has to be, like, specifically each armor trim. I'll take the heavy core. We have a boat chest as well. The boats go here. The heavy core, I'm gonna put in this chest. They basically got through everything. You could probably rant about DS2 design for a solid few hours, yeah. Oh, that stat also affects how long you take to use items, doors, and chests, and most animations. Oh, whoa. That also sounds crazy. It takes something like 10 to 15 levels in the stat to have the same iframes as DS1. Oh, so it's like even you're actually like worse as well. That's crazy. That actually sucks. Yeah, I'm on your side, dude. Like that sucks. Like that's actually BS and you're so valid for like not. I would be pissed. I would be pissed. Thoughts on Coffee Lover Farm as a name? I think that's a great name. But you won't be beating the barista allegations. Just saying. Okay. Maybe we do first just start with competitors. Yeah, put the other competitor here. Yeah, that's all of it that I have. Well, I have more there. We'll do that later. Yeah, let's just start with this. Or Dark Roast Farm. Ooh. Dark Roast is I kind of like, if we're going between Coffee Lover and Dark Roast, I think Dark Roast is a little bit of a cooler name. I think both are great, though. And you gotta think the game runs around 60 FPS, so you're only invincible for like 1/15th of a second. With 4, I think, and weird. That is weird. That's crazy, yeah. Um, we actually might be able to get to the end of this with the rest of the, I think we have 16 nether quartz left. How long have I been going for? Missing torches. I guess the only thing that I'm thinking about now is if I need to make redstone torches, that's going to be really annoying because I got to go from there to there, but Probably not that big of an issue. Took a second to remember what the heck I was doing. Also learned from seeing other players play through, like Zep, because the game doesn't explain. I also learned this from watching other players play throughs, like Zep, because this game doesn't explain it in the least. That is also incredibly frustrating. Weird, like just we're 1, 2, 3, 4, literally 5 off. We probably have enough for 5. Okay, and then Perfectamundo. Okay. Also, the beginning is not designed for new players because the new person friendly area is tucked behind the area you enter from. Though to be fair to that, I don't know why I put those away. To be fair to that, like the new person area being blocked off by the first area, I feel like that can, not always, can be a good decision. Because it's like sort of sets people up to know what your game's all about. So if like for new players can't get past the first area, it's like okay, then they might struggle like further down the line. Where, if you got like it's kind of a tough subject to know like what is right and what is wrong, but it can be a good decision. Sometimes it isn't. Definitely gotta get over 40 of this. I don't think I have any more redstone. Alright, we'll just put this down, and then I might have to AFK at the gold farm. Like, I might just have to. I might need to make a better gold farm. I might make a gold farm that I don't AFK at, so that I can get, like, the benefits of looting. Yeah, we're missing at least maybe, like, just under 20, if not 20. Also, the enemy placement is the worst, and it decides hard means getting attacked by 5 guys. It's not like blocked, it's hard to see. Oh! Okay, so like you can go to that easier area, but because of this area it's not like super explained, then yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Uh no. What am I looking at? This ancient Greece here. And the area for like players used to in Dark Souls is dead ahead from the entrance, so it's easy to think you're supposed to be there. Ah, yeah. See, that I don't like. I don't need to make torches. I can torches from here, I believe. Torches. I don't need torches right now. I can get them later. Me trying not to use coal because I've trained my brain to never use coal. Ugh. Okay, let's think. What am I thinking about? We're gonna go to the gold farm is what we were gonna do. Grab the armor trims in here. More redstone. This is skulk stuff. No, it's over here. This is up here. That's down there. The reason I need to go to the gold farm is we need to get more comparators at some point, but also I need to get redstone. And the way I get redstone right now, which we can mine the ore that we picked up, that's allowed, but the way I get it now is by trading with villagers. And so what I do is I get a cleric villager, I trade them the rotten flesh we get from piglins, get the emeralds and trade that back into them for redstone. And usually it actually kind of helps even more because it allows us to get, oh, there's some more redstone. It allows us to get better trades. We got some rotten flesh in here. We might as well use it, right? Where's all? Do I only have 2 here? Yeah. With that, though, we might... Okay, let's say... We definitely still need redstone. Because we could probably make the 20 repeaters, and then we need to cover all those blocks with redstone, and then also get redstone torches to fill out all those. So we need quite a bit more redstone. Also, the gold farm helps a lot because we have piglins that we trade with, and the piglins have a chance of dropping nether quartz. This is gonna lag a lot because we have the shaders on going into the nether. Yeah, they can drop nether quartz. What we want for comparators. They drop a decent amount for what we need. We got gold going right now from the last time I went. So there might even be some rotten flesh available for us. Oh, we picked that bean. My gold farm is not the most advanced gold farm. It's pretty basic, and it's pretty outdated at this point. It was outdated probably when I made it. So this is what we got going right now. So it's got a hole in the middle with a bunch of turtle eggs. The zombie piglins see it, or the zombified piglins see it. They go for the turtle eggs because zombified creatures love stepping on turtle eggs. and then they fall into the hole and they just die. And the area, or no, it's the poor layout at its finest. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's why you need the yellow paint sometimes. That's actually something that I was playing Strange Brew. That was something they constantly kind of had to think of, especially on areas where you could go multiple directions, because there's one level in that game that like has a bunch of different routes you could go, and I hear they're actually fixing a lot of it, which I'm excited for. But it's like there's a lot of areas where you're like, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Um, so it can get confusing when the layout doesn't necessarily match what you would think someone would think. Sorry, I know this is not the most interesting thing to watch right now. Is just a guy sitting and waiting for these guys to spawn and fall off the edge, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I followed a tutorial the other day for this other world I'm playing on, where I built a Enderman farm, and it's actually so good. It makes me kind of want to try and work on that for my Enderman farm in here, but I kind of like the Enderman farm we have right now. But it's I feel like my Enderman farm is better, but theirs is more consistent. Like mine, I think gets really good rates really fast in like bursts, but takes a little bit time to start up sometimes. Where this one, it's like constant stream of like your levels are just going up the entire time. So there, the one that I built on the other world also has a little level of risk, because it's right on the void in the end. And so there's a chance that I fall into the void, and in the void, totems of undying do not work. So that is a death. If you don't know where you are in the void, and if you don't have like an elytron, you are basically dead, and that is game over. And since this world's hardcore, that would suck. This is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like so many of the piglins died, but they just naturally don't drop a lot of stuff. But if I hit them with like fortune, it would be better. Actually, I think I may have set it up so that I can. I don't know. I think I set it up so some of them, if I put it one block higher, they may live. I'm not sure. I would have to test that, but I'm not going to right now. Be looking for quartz here. I wish these guys dropped redstone, but then they would probably be really intelligent if they had access to redstone. Let's not put rotten flesh in there. Okay. We definitely have a lot of nether quartz, so we probably don't need that for a little bit. Comparators are really expensive for nether quartz, but at the same time, with like the amount that we need, but at the same time, you just need one per, so. Dark Souls 2 is also designed so differently from Dark Souls 1. Like, there is a necessity to have TPing from the start because leveling is locked to being through one NPC at one. Like, oh, fuck. That would suck. I'm kind of shocked I don't have that much redstone, but it also makes sense. Should be some redstone guys up here. Perfect. We can get the repeaters done, and then maybe I'll end off stream there. Because these Monday streams are meant to be shorter. Like I said, I could rant for literal hours. Dude, it seems like a lot of valid criticism of the game. I mean, again, I don't really know anything about it, but like, so like, you know, if I told you all the worst things about certain things, you probably would think they're pretty bad too. But from what you're telling me, like, a lot of that stuff seems pretty justifiably upsetting. Okay, let's try and shoot for... Shoot for 20. I love when it just randomly fucks me over. 20. That. Heaters. Oh, I need 40. Would have been cool. Yeah. So we're gonna see. I don't think it's 20. Could be more, but I think it's less. Then again, my judgment is not always perfect. It very rarely is. Literally 21. Wow. That's actually... I'm a little surprised in myself that I got that close to judging the distance of that. I can't even feel bad about myself. We literally need one more. I think there's about 60 total that we need. This should be where these need to be placed. Back. Not quite 60, or like 70. There's comparators in here, and there's redstone. There's 2 comparators, so it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. And then also, I need those for other things, so. Okay. Well, oh wait, 5 redstone I could have put down. That is probably all I'm gonna do today. We barely even reached 2 hours. We're like 8 minutes below 2 hours. But I don't think there's really much I can do other than stand around. Trying to think of like where I want to move forward other than connecting all of these. I think I'm thinking even with its flaws, you'd rate it 6.5 out of 10. That's a pretty good score, honestly. That's kind of how I feel. It's literally how I feel about Pokemon Legends EA for a Pokemon game. I'm like, it's a 6 or a 6.5 for me. But I'm thinking that I'm gonna stretch out this area a little bit. Get some more storage on the sides, the right and left, and have an area for potions, I think I want in here. And then maybe even an area for like the copper blocks, but I think I might put the copper blocks somewhere else. But maybe I might go potions, mob drops around here, because I think that that's kind of all of, or like, yeah, we could do like potion ingredients, and then mob drops in one area that aren't like potion ingredients. Be good, but that's kind of what I'm thinking here right now. I'm honestly thinking of just making this the same room, like further. Oh my god, I got hiccups. This same room here, the same design, over down there. It's the worst of the trilogy, but the trilogy is pretty damn good. Yeah, exactly. I know that feeling. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll obviously have to move this, because obviously we're gonna need to connect more, but that is what I'm considering. But for now, I'm gonna leave it for a future chain to worry about. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. This was a little bit shorter than usual, but I'm still sick. I'm getting back from not being sick anymore. I appreciate you guys keeping me company and watching the stream, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I will see you guys on Thursday. Or Thursday will probably be Persona Strikers or something else, but probably start Persona 5 Strikers. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye. Matane. Bye-bye. And thank you, Shmeeps, for joining me. Shmeeps is making food. Thanks, Shmeeps, for joining me. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Felt nice ranting about that. Thank you, Plez, for your rant. I appreciate it. Have a good night, guys.